Hello my lovelies, Barbara here with yet another deck review, and the one I'm choosing to do today is Heavenly Bloom. Now look at this. This is the box. I've taken the cards out already. Now apologies if I'm pronouncing this name wrong. It's by Noa Ikeda. Hopefully that's the way you pronounce it. Really good solid box here. Really excellent quality, this box. Now, bizarrely, when I decided to do this, I don't even know how long I've had this deck. Found it in my cupboard. It looks like I've certainly looked at the cards because I had to put them all back in order. So I've shuffled them at some point. But I really don't even remember buying this deck. But there we are. So there might be a reason for that as well. And we'll talk about that later. There's a nice little book in there, nothing particularly special. It doesn't have any pictures of the cards because it's small, but it is all in English, which is great. Gives you a little bit of an insight, and with the story as well, with the introductions. So that's an interesting little book to have. It may be useful, it may not, depending how you read cards. Back of the cards quite plain. Here we go. No problem with that at all. And I have to say, these are really good quality cards. All right, slightly bendy, but you can tell by the thickness, these are exceptionally good cards. Slightly longer. Now, I've got quite big hands, and they are slightly longer. Not so much thinner, but certainly longer than the majority of tarot decks nowadays. That isn't a problem either. I mean, I always say to people, if your cards are very large, shuffle them that way. I'm not going to shuffle them because obviously they're in order. Shuffle them that way rather than that way, sort of thing. So it makes it a lot easier. So also with these, rather like when I did the silver witchcraft, the edges, look at that. You can tell these have never been used. I mean, I've certainly never ever used these in a reading. Look at the beautiful sort of gilt pinky colour. Now that is actually pink. It's not like the reflection from anywhere in my house. It is actually pink. So very, very nice. How long that will last if you use them regularly, I don't know. But nevertheless, it's a lovely, lovely deck in that respect. It's interesting as well. It's very, I'll just cut the deck. A bit hard to say really. Here we go. It's very anime. It is a Japanese inspired deck. I mean, tell that by the author anyway. The little bit at the front, I just glanced at it. Can you tell I've not even opened the book properly? A little bit of the introduction. It appears, I first learned about tarot when I was a child, and my grandfather, who lived in Japan, would often send care packages with gifts for each of his 3 granddaughters. One time, the gift was a kit for little witches. Some of the items within it were astrology cards, rune cards, a set of power stones, and a major arcana deck. How lovely is that? What a good idea. They are top tip for gifts for the future. A little witchy package. But there we are. So a little bit there. So they are, if it's Japanese inspired, that would make sense. I'm not a huge lover of anime. I don't dislike it, but it doesn't float my boat, so to speak. I like traditional type pictures with a lot of its symbolism. Now, I will say there is an incredible amount of symbolism in these. As I was sorting them out, I was having a look at some of them, and they are absolutely beautiful cards. Very colourful, as you would expect from anime. The majority of the characters are female. Even the couple of kings I saw were actually women in this deck. However, so I had a quick flick through and I thought, well, there are some male. You get some decks that are purely female. But there are some male characters in there, and they're not portrayed as bad characters or anything like that, but it seems the majority are female. Anyway, let's turn the camera around and I'll go through them individually. Actually, before I go, because I haven't attempted to shuffle these, they are quite slippery again, but you know what, I don't think that detracts from it at all. And what's great, although they are quite shiny, you see they're not hugely shiny, so more satin, so you don't get that reflection onto them, so that's great for readings anyway. So see you in a moment. Let me swizz the camera around. See you in a second. So here we have the Heavenly Bloom tarot deck, and as I've done with all my previous reviews, we're going to go through every single card. So here we have the Fool. I'm going to make this slightly larger actually. You can see the box is quite big compared to the cards within them. The Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. Now that, isn't that amazing? They've portrayed her in shadow, and the High Priestess, she is the mistress of things that are hidden. So that's perfect, absolutely perfect. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Oh, no, that's interesting. Oh, I like that. That is very, very interesting, the way that portrayed that. I'd like to, I mean, not today. I'm going to really look at that card very in depth at some point. Very nice. The Lovers. Oh, look. Oh, lovely. I like the Lovers. The Chariot. Now, look at the colours in this Chariot. And look at the eyes. Not just on the character, but the horses themselves. Strength. Again, those eyes again. Now, I'm not sure whether that's like a giant wolf or it's some sort of saber-toothed, tigery type thing. I don't know, but it still gives you the whole emphasis. He has strength, or he or she, is it a she? She has strength within that card. The Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, it's beautiful. Justice, the Hanged Man, the Sliding. They are a bit slippery, but then I've never used them before. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, I do like that. The Hangman. Death. Straight to the point on Death there. I like that. Oh, wow. Look at Temperance. Now you can see from that one, it's very anime, isn't it? Very much so. There we go. The Devil. Those eyes again. The Tower. That's an interesting version of the Tower. Oh, look at the Star. Gorgeous. Now, I've seen that symbolism in another deck. I can't think what, but very, very similar. Let's just tidy them up because they're sliding all over the place. Oh, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, and that's the picture that's, oh look, that's the picture that's on the box. And then we'll move on to the first of the minors. So we've got the Ace of Swords here. Not quite sure what I'm looking at there. I'll have to look at that much more closely later. The Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. I'm going to start moving these to one side because, quite honestly, they're sliding all over the place. So, again, that might make shuffling a little bit difficult. The Five of Swords. I'm putting my hand over the numbers, aren't I? Here we go. Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. It's a nice one. Nine of Swords. Ooh. What's that? Is that, whatever's that? Is that hair? I'm not sure. The Ten of Swords. These are the ones that you really have to look into deeply, I think, to actually read them. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. See, now, in my introduction, I mentioned that even the kings seem to be female in this. Nothing wrong with that at all. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that one. I always like the Four of Wands. Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. And again, another female king. So again, I'm going to put them to one side. Let's remove those. Ace of Cups. Whoops, I just dropped one on the floor there. Well, not on the floor, on the table. Here we go. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. Very nice. Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, interesting, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the 10. And here we got the Page of Cups. Oh, that's very attractive, isn't it? That Page of Cups, very nice. I like that. Oh, look at the Knight of Cups. Oh, I say. Queen of Cups, beautiful, and another female king, King of Cups. And finally, now this is what's strange about this deck, because we've got cups, we've got pentacles, we've got cups, wands, swords, and yet when we get to what would normally be pentacles, we've actually got laurels. Now it does say in the book about the laurels. I'm not going to read it, but read, if you get this deck, read that little booklet where it explains about why they've changed one of the elements to laurels. There's the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 of laurels, the 6, the 7. Oh, that's rather lovely, isn't it? Waiting for the little plant to grow there. The 8, the 9, that's very, oh, that is beautiful. That 9 of laurels, the 9 of pentacles, that is stunning. The 10, another beautiful one. The page, I actually quite like the suit of laurels, probably out of all of them. There's the knight, the queen, and do we have another? Oh, and we actually, now look at that. Now we actually have a male king in the laurels. Now that's interesting. There must be a reason for that. Whether there is a bigger book you can buy on this, I don't know. I will research it before I actually do the description. So to try and let you know whether there is. So there we are. Look at these. I really do like these laurels. These are lovely. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful. See you in a second. So I hope you enjoyed that review. Would I recommend this deck? Do you know what? Yes, I would. Although, obviously, for me, I've never chosen to use it for a reading. I will now, after going through them properly. It's a lovely, lovely deck to have and to hold. Sounds like I'm getting married to it, doesn't it? Because of the quality of those cards. So, yes, I would recommend it. If you're into anime, even slightly, you'll love this deck. If you know somebody's into anime and they're not into tarot, hey, still get them the deck because I think they'll enjoy it anyway, and it might get them into tarot. Who knows? Anyway, look out for my next review. Haven't decided what deck it's going to be yet. Wait and see. See you soon. Bye for now.